Hey guys, how are you? How have you been? Welcome back to another video. It has been, a bit of a minute, but I wanted to come back to YouTube and I wanted to do a little sit down video and kind of explain where I've been, what I've learned. You guys already know, if you've been subscribed, that I love doing these little candid talks with you. So I just wanted to kind of have a little chit chat today. So in terms of where I've been, I had to take a little break from filming because I was going through a lot, and I feel like, I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube where YouTubers disappear or they make, long emotional breakdown videos, which I personally don't want to do, or I didn't want to do that. I'd rather keep things a little more distant and respectful and more like business, if that makes sense, or business casual, like that sort of relationship. And I just, I wanted to take time off to process my life at the time, because I was going through a lot. There were a lot of interpersonal relationships that I had to navigate between roommates and siblings and my mother, and just, it was a lot to kind of figure out at the time. Low-key was homeless for a couple weeks, and I navigated that through camping, which was fun. But I grew a lot spiritually because of that, and I feel like I grew closer to God in particular, and I decided that I don't like calling myself a Christian, but that is the religion that I most associate with. I do like to say that I'm spiritual, but I do watch sermons once a week, and I listen to podcasts, and I'm not necessarily in the Christian community, but mostly I consume media from Elevation Church, is basically the church that I go to online. Phoenix, we gotta make a decision here. Going. They're shedding again, these cats. Anyway, so I grew a lot from my experiences, and I just wanted to take time to get back into things because I had to process everything, and I had decisions to make. I had to figure out where I was going to live, how I was going to get around, and don't scratch the couch. I had to figure out what I was going to eat, and I had to figure out so many different health issues. And if you see me when I just got to New York, I was so different than what I look like now, and that's because I've done a lot of work to get myself into balance. There's a lot of stuff that I deal with that are, side effects of my, chronic health issues that I don't really talk about. Right now I'm in the middle of getting laser done for my face and Brazilian. So that's just something that I have to do that not all women have to put up with. So it's just been a lot to navigate, and, it does take time to heal, and it takes time to process, and I have been really focused on school, and I've been going really hard with school, and there's been school and work and taking care of 2 cats and cleaning the apartment. I had a dog at some point, and I had to rehome her because I didn't feel like I was connected to this animal. She was a very happy-go-lucky, super cute, super loving sort of dog, and I really wanted just a chill buddy. Part of that was I didn't get to meet the dog before I actually bought her. So that was a huge mistake, and I have not made that mistake since. When I got my 2 cats, I went and met them, and then I adopted them. And even then it was I adopted Phoenix, and I was let me try having Kingdom for a week, and if I like her, then I'll adopt her too. And that's exactly what I did. Everything went great. Both of my cats are amazing. I love them both. They're my daughters. They're 2 parts of my soul. I mean, even with Ellie, I had a cat for a little bit, and you guys, if you've been following me, you would have seen me upload that video and even take it down. And the reason that I took it down is because she's not in my life anymore. Not the construction. Anyway. Basically what happened is Ellie just wasn't happy in the house that I was in. My roommate was a very loud person. So if it were just me and Ellie, we would have gotten along a little better. But she just wanted to be by herself, no stimulation, don't touch me. She would only sit close to me, but she would not really want to cuddle. And I wanted a pet that was cuddly. Any animal that I had has been like safely rehomed. So I haven't just like abandoned any pet that I've had. I did go about rehoming them responsibly. So all animals involved that you've seen, they're all safe, don't worry. And I finally have 2 cats that I love and that I'm comfortable with and that suit me and like my personality, which is the most important thing to me. Anyway, this construction noise, like this is part of the reason why I haven't really filmed anything or done anything, because it's like I barely have any free time these days. And I need to figure out the rest of my degree. I'm still working on my associates. I'm in my last semester currently. I'm taking a math and a science. And the science that I'm taking is the physical world, which is like an intro to physics class. And then I'm taking sound design and pop culture, which is a depressing class. It's a class about like how the world works and mass production and factory lines, like production lines, and how those are being incorporated into like the different not organizations, like different companies and brands, if that makes sense, and even like, you know, fast food companies, if that, you know, makes sense. I just said that twice, I'm sorry. So yeah, I've definitely been developing like an increased awareness of things that are going on in this world, and there are a lot of things that I'd like to talk about. I've just started watching David Letterman's My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, and I watched the first episode with Barack Obama. Now, I did see it a while ago, not this episode, but I watched one episode of the show a while ago. I was watching the Kim Kardashian one, because at the time it was like a big deal. They used a lot of like, you know, marketing on that one. So I was like, okay, why not just watch it? And it was pretty cool. But I never thought to like go back and actually watch the full show. This is crazy, there are just too many people. But I'm finally doing that now, and I am enjoying it. And the last 6 minutes of that first episode really got to me, because I feel like Obama was talking about exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm just gonna include a little clip of the last 6 minutes for you guys.
The key point I want to make on this, because you mentioned John Lewis, every once in a while you'll find in every period in our history, in every era, in every country, these extraordinary folks like a John Lewis who, against all odds, change history. There are so many more young people who would like to get involved, but don't know how, or aren't quite as courageous as a John Lewis is, but maybe if they had some encouragement, would participate. And not everybody's gonna march and go into politics, or they might volunteer in their local community to do something good. They might encourage their friends and neighbors to learn about the issues and vote. We see others who are volunteering, they'll think, well, maybe we'll volunteer. If they see others voting, maybe I'll vote. If they feel as if there's a community around them that says this is the norm for us to feel like we have a say in our lives and we can connect with people even if they don't look exactly like we do or worship in the exact same way or have the same sexual orientation, but we have these common interests involved, and that's the habits of the heart that we've developed. You know, it works that way too.
So I kind of realized somewhere along the way that I've never fully explained why I started this channel. It's always been like really vague and open for interpretation, but I think it's about time that I really grew up and like sit down and put my thoughts together in a more coherent sort of way, because I do feel like I owe everyone some sort of an explanation as to like what I'm doing and where I want to go with my life. And basically, I want to major in media production and then minor in sociology. And the reason for that is because I'm very passionate about, you know, communicating to people through the media, I guess, like through video, through writing, through music, through any sort of digital media, about what's going on in the world. So that's the sociology part. So I love, you know, getting to know people and why they work the way that they work. Where society has been, where they're headed, how society is right now, why we are the way that we are. That is basically what I'm passionate about. I'm big on healing and self-improvement. Holistic healing is a big thing for me, and I just want to share with everyone how I have healed myself and how I have grown and changed through everything that I've been through. Going forward, I'd like to fill you guys in on what I've been through in more detail, because you would have seen my videos change from living in sunny California, Los Angeles, California, to then Philadelphia, to now New York. And you would have seen my content go from like happy vlogs and inspirational content to, or even like casual content, to the self-improvement stuff, to then more artistic and experimental type videos that are trying to get something across, but I don't feel like I really nailed exactly what I wanted to get across on the head properly. So I'm glad that I did some experimentation with different ways of communicating different messages, or, you know, pretty much a similar message, but similar themes more than anything. But I like to speak on things in a more clear and direct and obvious way. So I hope that you'll stick around. Thank you for coming this far with me. I mean, I've had the channel for a few years, even if I don't have like that many videos up. And I'd really like to kind of continue to grow with you guys, and for you to continue to see me grow. I would like to get back into filming videos, but realistically I have so many things going on right now, I can't promise how often I'll be able to upload a video. If it's once a year, it's once a year. If it's once a month, it's once a month. There's no way it's gonna be once a week right now. there's no way. But I just don't want to forget this part of myself. I don't care what is going on in my life. I mean, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm ready to be myself again. I have stability now in a lot of ways, and in other ways I really don't. There's a lot of unknown in my life right now. I'm not gonna lie. But the fact that I do have some sort of stability, say that 5 times fast, some sort of stability, is a big change for me. And I mean, I've been in a relationship for like 7 months now, and it's crazy because that's a month longer than I've been in like any relationship in my life. And I've only been in, this is my 3rd relationship. So I feel like I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, and I want to clue you guys in a lot more as to how I did all of that. So, I'm sorry I disappeared, oh my goodness. There have been so many things that happened, like YouTubers that I subscribed to left comments on my videos. Shout out to Ann Lena, like, oh my gosh, I love her videos. I never expected her to like come across my channel and actually be interested in my content, so I'm really grateful for that. And then there are other YouTubers as well, and it's just like, I'm so grateful. But I haven't really uploaded anything like in a long time, and I really wanted to come back and start doing this again. So thank you for your patience, thank you for your views and your likes and your comments, and I hope that you guys will stick around for the next one. Take care, bye. Chiquitita.